Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Happy Thanksgiving break. I am so excited to just have a week to relax. If you don't get a week, I hope you at least get a couple of days or at least get to enjoy the holiday itself on Thursday with your family and your friends. And I hope you guys are enjoying all the prep and all the fun and all the good memories you're gonna make with your family and friends. I know for one, I am super excited. This is my favorite holiday of all time. I am already ready for what I like to call pie week, which is where I just eat pie for a week after Thanksgiving. The most blissful time I could think of. I am so excited today because Christmas time is coming soon and the holiday season is probably my most favorite time to decorate. I love going to the stores. I love trying to find different cool pieces to decorate with for the holidays. With that being said, I have been collecting some holiday decorations from, I want to say I started collecting since September here and there when they first started putting out stuff. Today I wanted to share with you guys some of the stuff that I've found over the last couple months. It may be some stuff to help you get some inspo on how to decorate for this holiday season. I'm going to be decorating for Christmas shortly after Thanksgiving. I do like to let Thanksgiving be a holiday. I have the week off. And so because I'm fortunate enough with that time off, I'm gonna utilize it to start decorating. Because I went to so many different places, I wanted to kind of rank the places that I found to be the best price-wise, the best selection-wise, just so you guys can get an idea of what places had the best stuff this year. So if you are still shopping or you're a later shopper, you're able to find the best deals and you know, you'll have some inspiration of where to go and what to find when you're there. I'm actually super excited for this. So if I seem a little giddy, it's because I'm really excited to show you guys everything I've found. I do live down the street from almost all of these places, so I really didn't travel far. I did start hunting in September, so this is a collective haul. If it does seem like a lot, it's because it is a lot, but it isn't over I didn't just go and get all this stuff yesterday. This has been purchased over a period of time, so please bear with me. Without further ado, here is my 2024 Christmas haul. I think I'm gonna start with Michael's. Michael's, I will say, is not really my favorite place, especially for decor. I kind of find their pieces to be a little cheap. The quality is not as great. Affordability is there. It's definitely, you can find stuff. They always have coupons, which I love. But all the times I was in there, I wasn't super enthralled by anything in there. I couldn't really find a lot of stuff that I liked. When I did go, I did find one thing that really caught my eye. I was able to snag a couple of these fluffy bows. Now, if you know my theme, I have pretty much the same theme every year, but I always do my tree with like very cozy, soft items. I really like a cozy living room, everything to look very fluffy and loved. I only got 3 because I have only a little 4-foot tree, so I knew that these weren't gonna fill the whole tree. Should I have gotten more? Probably. Am I gonna regret it? Probably. These bow things were $9.99 a piece. Just reminds me of a big comfy pillow or blankie, so I think this is gonna look great. My mom growing up always did, like, some years she would do poinsettias, other years she'd do bows, so maybe I'll start doing something like that if I feel like I just have too much. That was it for Michael's. I think I would give it maybe like a 2 on the scale. Let's do like 1 to 5. I'm gonna give it a 2. I can't say that I recommend going to Michael's. I mean, I will say the environment was good. There wasn't a ton of people. It wasn't overwhelming to be in there. But for the prices, you probably could find something cuter somewhere else. The next place I went to was At Home. If you don't have an At Home near you or you're not local to an At Home, it's kind of like a Home Goods meets Hobby Lobby, but warehouse. So it's huge, almost like the size of a Costco. If Costco and Hobby Lobby had a baby, I think it would kind of be like At Home. Just something in that wheelhouse. You can picture it. I'm sure you could visualize it. I wasn't able to find a ton there that I really liked. They had a lot of inventory. They had a lot of stuff. The prices were decent. I would say they were better than Michael's. I was just a little too overstimulated. I just was overwhelmed. There was like a million people in every aisle I went into. I just didn't have the best experience there, but I was able to pick up one thing that I thought was really cute. I got this little gingerbread girl. She's so precious. I really think the gingerbread theme is a big one this year. I'm gonna try to do something gingerbread themed in my kitchen, so you'll notice that theme throughout this haul. I'd say for price-wise, at home I would recommend, but for environment, I probably wouldn't go back. I'm gonna rate at home maybe like, I give it like a 3, maybe a 2 or a 3. I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 5. So Jacob and I went to Kohl's, which is right down the street. They did have some of their Christmas stuff out. I was able to pick up a mug. Now, one thing you may not know about me is I'm all of a sudden a big mug girl. Do I drink coffee? No. I do like a nice hot chai tea product every once in a while. Should I be a big coffee mug person? Probably not, but I love them. I found this little guy when I was there. He was $11.99, so he was on the pricier side for a mug, in my opinion. I love Kohl's. There's never a single soul in Kohl's. They probably won't exist one day, but while it's still here and alive and thriving, I like to find stuff that is hard to find other places. I'm gonna rate Kohl's probably, I'd give it a 3 as well. It wasn't too bad. The environment was really, really great, and I was able to find this cute little guy. The next place I'm going to talk about is Walmart. Now, Walmart, I will say, shook me to my core. I was not expecting to find what I found there, and I was not expecting to see the variety of stuff, so much stuff, and the pricing was obviously amazing. I was shook. I was able to find some ribbon. Now, granted, I'm going to recycle my wrapping paper from last year. Usually I buy new stuff, but wrapping paper is expensive. So I think I'm just gonna stick with the same wrapping paper as last year, but I love ribbon. I was able to find these really pretty bows and ribbons. I will be wrapping my presents with these beautiful, beautiful ribbons. I was not able to find anything remotely this beautiful anywhere that I went. And then I also picked up these bows, which were only $2. They're little gold ones. They tie in the back. I think I'm gonna do a small Christmas tree this year. So I'm gonna put these on that. If not, whatever I've left over, I might make little hair bows with. Who knows? I will get crafty with these. They're beautiful. They're a nice little goldy champagne-ish color. Walmart, I'm actually gonna give a 5 out of 5. I think the prices were right on, and I also think the environment was pretty chill. At least when I went, it was a weekday, and I could not believe the amount of stuff that they had there. And honestly, if I could do it all over again, I'd probably start at Walmart. If you know me, you know I'm a big Jellycat girl. They released a Christmas line a couple months ago, and you already know I had to jump on that. I'm a fiend for Jellycat. Absolutely had to get my hand on the reindeer Peanut. He is, well, I mean, he speaks for himself, honestly. I don't think I have to say much about this. I can't look at him too long or I get emotional. The little snowflake, he is so precious. I don't have names yet, by the way. So if you have any name suggestions for any of these jellies, leave them down below, let me know, because I will need to name these. Very soft and fluffy. I love his texture. Can't wait to decorate with him. I did have to get the little gingerbread cookies. I got the star cookie and I also got the Christmas tree cookie as well. I did not get the big gingerbread house, just wasn't my flavor this year, but these two were a must. I thrifted this bad boy. He's a little old, retired, vintage one. I think I'm gonna put him on my door because I think he'll be super cute there. Obviously, I rate Jellycat 5 out of 5 because every experience when I receive a Jellycat is a very wholesome and loving one. I did go to Anthropologie one day with Jacob when we were in downtown area, and I kind of fell in love with everything, but obviously if you know, you know. That place will burn a hole through your wallet with one item, so you always have to be careful when you're in there, but I get super carried away when I'm in there. So I had to withhold and restrain myself from buying everything in there. I did have my eye on one item that I really wanted. First of all, this beautiful bag. Like, I'm sorry, excuse me, this is gorgeous. It just screams Christmas time. They do have these cups, glass cups, and have these little like things on them. So I really wanted one of those cups. The cups were kind of stupid expensive, but I did find a candle that resembled the cups, and I figured once I burn through this candle, I'm gonna just use this as a glass anyways, because I mean, it's beautiful. The smell is unlike anything I can explain in actual words, and I wish you could smell this through the lens because you would melt away. It's called Winter Woods and Vanilla. It is like a toasted marshmallow cedar. It's got vanilla cream, it's got sandalwood, blue cypress, a word I can't pronounce. Like, I'm gonna be allergic to this candle, just watch, I already know. It was dumb expensive. It was probably the most expensive item I purchased, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm kind of humiliated about this purchase, but hey, we're all allowed a free pass to be recklessly spontaneous with a purchase, and mine just ended up being with a candle. Anthropology is always a 5 out of 5 in my book for a rating, because I mean, I always have a good time in that store. So I did go to HomeGoods, TJ Maxx, and Marshalls quite a few times, I will say, throughout the last couple months. If you know that TJ Maxx, HomeGoods, and Marshalls are very difficult to shop for because you can't just find the item online. Once you see it, you kind of feel obligated to buy it, because once it's gone, it's kind of gone. And there are resellers who sell online, but if you know that the resellers up the prices in crazy amounts, and typically you just don't really want to get a resale. If you find it, you kind of want to jump on it. And did have to pick up one thing from TJ Maxx while I was there though. Don't ask me what I'm going to do with this, because I really don't bake, but I figured it might be a cute decoration, either to keep on the stove or put a candle in. I don't really know. But I found this little baby pot. It's gold on the top. It's a white. It's got like a little house, some little decorations on it. I thought this was the most precious little dish I've ever seen. It was only $5, which TJ Maxx, Marshalls, and HomeGoods are already getting high scores because of their prices. Oh, you know what? Maybe I'll put my little chocolates. I just got these little Hershey Kisses today, so maybe I'll put them in here. Yeah, TJ Maxx is already a 5 out of 5. I'm gonna start with HomeGoods specifically. As I mentioned, I'm a big mug collector now all of a sudden. Again, I don't really know where it came from, but I love them. I have been collecting the peppermint and pine mugs since last year. I have a few. I was able to find this cute little gingerbread boot. It is precious. I don't know if I'll actually put like a beverage in this, but I might put some flowers or like some Christmas tree filler or something in here as a decoration. On a separate day, I did find a couple more peppermint and pine mugs. I found this little guy. I had been looking for this guy since last year. They're reselling for a lot online. I really didn't want to pay the resale for it. $5.99. So just another mug to add to the collection. Two more peppermint and pine mugs. I found this one at the HomeGoods near me. It's got this bubbly texture, which I love, and this kind of iridescent look to it. And then these little houses down here, which are really cute. And this one goes really well with the gingerbread one, which I have from last year. I was able to find this guy. This was in the checkout line area, and it looked like somebody had put it back last minute. And so of course I snagged this one up really quick. The next thing I got from HomeGoods was another gingerbread addition to the collection. And this is a candle. Now, it doesn't smell nearly as good as the Anthropology one, but I do like it. I don't know if I'll light it because the other candle is definitely better than this one, but this one's cute, and I think it'll be cute in the kitchen with all my gingerbread stuff. The last thing I picked up at HomeGoods for my gingerbread kitchen was this little spoon holder, and it's a little gingerbread, nice little staple kitchen piece. I was dead set on finding a gingerbread house. I really like the ones that kind of look real with like the candy and the icing. I also kind of didn't like those at the same time. I couldn't really decide what I wanted. I knew I wanted one that was more white and neutral because I'm not a huge color person. She is really beautiful. She's white. She's got all this icing on her. There's a little Santa, there's a little gingerbread. It's very classy looking. It's very elegant. I did end up finding another one that I loved. I ordered it, it came in, it was broken. I had to go through the whole process of returning it, found another one. It still hasn't arrived yet. It's supposed to get here by the end of the week. I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep both of them. Maybe we'll see what happens. We'll show you guys that one towards the end of the week in my Thanksgiving vlog because I don't think it's set to arrive until like Friday. The last thing I got from HomeGoods was this little itty bitty tree. I really do want to go all out with this gingerbread situation and make myself a little gingerbread tree for the kitchen area if I can find space. He was only $14 and so classy, so cute. Overall, I would give TJ Maxx, HomeGoods, Marshalls a 5 out of 5. Prices are amazing, environment's great, you find exactly what you need at the best price. I would say the only two drawbacks are sometimes it's a little overcrowded in there. There are always people lined up in the morning to get in there, so if you're not the type of person who wants to like fight people for things, I'm just kidding, that doesn't happen all the time. You have to be ready to hunt. Once things there are gone, they're gone and you won't be able to find them again. If you're the type of person who can scavenge for things, 5 out of 5 would recommend TJ Maxx, Marshalls, and HomeGoods. Last but certainly not least by any means, Target, which is my favorite place in the entire world. I call Target my home away from home because it is. I got this little wreath for the kitchen. It's a little flocked wreath. It's from the little Room Essentials collection, which is kind of like their college collection. So it was super duper cheap. I think it was only $10. And I'm just gonna hang this little bad boy in my kitchen. It's very, very pretty. I also was living it up in Bullseye's Corner. It's the dollar section of Target. Now they call it Bullseye's Corner, I believe. I found this white Santa mug, and I have the same one in pink from last year. These little gingerbread teaspoons for baking. Do I bake? Not really. My mom does. They're real glass. That's real ceramic. And to find this in Bullseye's Corner, I felt was a steal. I got one of these little ornaments. I have another one that I got last year and I really like these ones. So I think I'm gonna start like a little mini village of these. One of my favorite ornaments that they put out from Target for sure. Oh, okay. I picked up new stockings for me and Jacob. Do we have perfectly good stockings? Yes, we do. Are they also from Target? Yes, they are. I really wanted to get some stockings that matched our decor a little bit better. Our decor is more like white, more modern, and I really like the crochet look. So I picked up 2 of these guys at Target. These were $15 a piece, which wasn't terrible. I really like the scalloped design at the top. I think that's gonna look so pretty. That's what it looks like. The very last thing I got from Target was this ornament set. It's gingerbread. This is only like $15, and I'll probably use these forever. Target's always a 5 out of 5. Environment was great. I was able to get a lot of great deals. Now officially, that is the end of this Christmas decor haul. If you made it to the end, you're a champ. I hope you enjoyed this video. I am going to be making more holiday videos coming up for sure. I'm gonna be decorating very soon, so there'll be a video for that. Look out for a stocking stuffer video for his and hers. It's gonna be great. I'm really excited for the holiday season. I also should be vlogging Thanksgiving as well. Stick around if you like this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching.